Richard Hart's PulseChain sacrifice wallet has made more moves overnight, friends. I'm going to give you the overall details. It has been buying. That's right. A wallet that is controlled, maybe, wink wink, by a billionaire, has been buying Pulse, PLSX, HEX, and Inc. That's right, our baby doll Inc. incentive token, the yield farming token. Richard Hart's meme coin, the smallest market cap of them all, and the newest, with the greenest logo, has also been bought. Now, people want to know as well, why would you even buy that? It's because to start the campaign, you need to boost up the yields. And if we go to the PulseX website, you can see them right here. So PulseX and Pulse is 13% yield, but these yields of 100%, that's what they've got to be, friends. They are boosted right now. So I know they're not going to last forever, are they? But you get to see, this is basically the game. Now, what people do is they usually go, I know it's disappeared here, but they'll go to the Inc. yield farms. Yes, well, look, now we're in a different mindset. It's bull market, but you really got to be careful of that Inc. chart because, man, that's done some straight verticals. So, you know, people say, oh, why don't you just go take the highest risk? The problem is the riskier stuff you're in, if there is a market downturn, you take an enormous hit. The volatility is huge. Now, I'm showing you the Inc. price. This is on a log chart. We put it on linear. This is actually it. So I wonder how high it's going to take it, by the way. Like, even if it goes around here, that's already $8. Wouldn't that be amazing if we did something like that? I don't really know, but it's a long way to the top. See, he basically, I don't know, does Richard want to get all of his coins to break their all-time high? That's a 19x on Inc. from today. So it's one of the fun coins, just to let you know, friends, that everyone, I personally have not entered Inc. I'd rather go buy the other PulseChain altcoins just because I know everyone's yield farming it, but I know deep down, I made a video and I told you I'm wearing a bull hat. Move! I made a video saying, guys, there's a key observation here. I have observed I am too scared to tell people to buy Inc. I'm too scared. Me, the highest risk on earth guy. So I'm like, damn, the highest risk appetite. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, that might be a signal. We know it's the lowest market cap coin. We know that it needs to incentivize people for yield. Maybe there's a signal there. But look, I'm not telling you to do anything. It's not financial advice. You're going to have to do it yourself. All right. Well, the rest of us, by the way, we're yield farming, friends. We're just yield farming. Well, okay, let's just see how high it goes. Woo! Okay. Now, $20 million was received in a wallet. This was about an hour ago. So it's a few hours ago now. And you can actually see them here. Okay, you see this wallet has received 20 million. Also, this is what happened. Wallet E558, right, which is a PulseX wallet, started doing 10K clips to buy Pulse, PulseX, HEX, and Inc. He holds 23 million in it. Now, I think he's bought around 1.3 or 1.8 million worth-ish. So he's still got 20 million to go. People are starting to get the idea. They're starting to front run. And the total amount, so 22, 23 million, he had deployed at the time of posting was like 380,000, but it's up to like 1.5 million now. Okay, so something really important. So that's Pulse, PulseX, HEX, and Inc. The wallet does not buy eHEX. And some people think it's bearish, but no, I think the way I see it, friends, look, I don't speak for Richard Hart. I don't speak for anybody, just myself. I'm just a squirrel, hold my own nuts. But I think if Richard Hart could speak to the community, he would say, he goes, look, if you guys want eHEX to survive, it's for you. It's a community coin. You see, it's got its own meme like that. It's the original. It's the OG. Just like CryptoPunks, one of the original NFTs. Okay, so that might be where the overall mindset is. I'm going to show you as well the eHEX price chart. It's right here. So what I've drawn, friends, see this BrankX sell wall? It's right there. Now, friends, let me tell you something. Walls, look, just, okay, from how long have I been trading for, man? Oh my gosh, 13 years now, far out. All right, look, 13 years of trading experience. A wall, an offer, at the bottom of ranges is literally the most bullish thing you can see. A wall. Friends, I've traded many nights where giant whale whale sell orders come into stuff or buy orders. They come in. They're just doing clips. The broker basically overnight has just been doing all these clips, smashed everything. And their final piece, they will leave a big lunchbox for you. A nice big lunchbox with all these sandwiches inside. What's a big lunchbox? It's just a big fat offer. So it's basically letting you know, hey, I know I've done a lot of damage. I'm a big like European institution fund or whatever. This is it. This is the last one. I just want to broadcast to the market. We just have to execute this order. We don't want to ruin everybody. That's what BankX is actually doing. So obviously, I don't speak for Lance as well. I know a lot of people go, Lance is sending it to zero. But that's basically what they do, friends. They go, look, I know I'm so big in the market and I want to exit, but my gift to you, my donation to you is I'll show you my hand. That's the least I can do for you. And that's basically what it is. I'm going to show you my hand. He's $13 million to chew. Now, I don't know how it's going to get chewed by itself. That's why I believe the only way to chew it, friends, I saw the great chew. We're going to chew it. I would only buy, for example, I'm just thinking about me. I would only buy if pHEX is rocketing. But then you got to wonder, okay, how high does pHEX want to rocket? Well, luckily for you, one of the highest value content crypto creators, this is the highest, not even one of the highest. What are you talking about? One of the highest, the highest, friends, the highest. Friends, you know, I have literally, you know, I've told you to get into stuff I don't even own. I don't even own. I've literally told you to get into stuff, okay? Because I just know, oh, it's a good trade. I just can't be bothered doing the thing right now or getting in. Or the liquidity is too thin. I've literally told you guys, okay? I haven't even told my friends and family in like real life because it's too slow. You know what I mean? Like, I love everyone, but it takes 4 hours, man. It's like, how do I do this again? You know what I mean? I love everybody, of course, but just I made my whole YouTube and Twitch channel for everyone to watch. I know everyone doesn't have all the time in the world, but guess what? Do you have all the time in the world to retire early? I don't know. So you see all this information here coming out, friends. I know, it's beautiful. So luckily for you, I showed you the eHEX pHEX ratio. So this is it, right? If I was to guess, we try to go up and then we come back down in a rejection and then we try to go up like again, it chews up and then back here and then there's like one last piece. You know what I mean? That's what it'll basically be. Be like one last piece. And then for you to chew this final bit, you got to think how high pHEX is going to be. Like if eHEX is 2.5 cents, man, you might say eHEX, I don't know, like 4 or 5 cents, but then this will be lucrative, right? Just be lucrative to buy the very, very end. Now, it's funny, I'm basically giving you guys edge here, but I know none of you are going to do it. You're going to be too scared. Everyone's always too scared to do these clips because you haven't seen this. I've seen this over 13 years. I know that's what happens, but no one wants to be the guy who buys the very, very last order. You fill their order, but then Bitcoin's about to roll over in that week. Okay, so let's have a look at the eHEX pHEX ratio just to show you what would occur in this scenario. This is the eHEX pHEX ratio. So as you can see, it's actually quite healthy, friends. It's 0.56. So what you might find is that 0.56 is fair value. As pHEX goes up, right, as pHEX goes up, this ratio will go down because pHEX is stronger, right? So you might say, oh, this is fair value. And then as you go down, maybe, friends, maybe pHEX goes up so much, this thing goes like snap, a wick one day like that. But this area, you want to be basically getting that eHEX yourself, right? And trust me, there's going to be FUD down here. Oh, there's going to be FUD down here. Trust me. I already know the FUD, right? I'm forecasting the FUD here to help you. They're going to say, Richard soft FUD at eHEX. They're going to say, eHEX has no future. The Ethereum gas fees suck. Because it's probably going to be happening as Ethereum's going up and the Ethereum gas fees are expensive. They're going to say that. They're also going to say, the sacrifice wallet does not buy eHEX for a reason. You see, I already know the pre-programmed FUD. Because as always, it doesn't matter, man. Give me the price chart, I'll tell you the FUD. Oh, price chart's going down? Okay, sweet, you're going to tell me something bad. All right? That's it, friends. That's it. That's why, friends, also, another thing, bonus for you. Have you noticed there are influencers out there and dopamine dealers. They are trying to engagement bait me. Okay, so what they're seeing is, friends, I don't look at my subs or my follower account. I don't look at any of this like this vanity metric stuff. Like I just care about you and delivering high content. All right, I don't look at views. Like some of you guys told me, oh, do you know green thumbnails have more views for you than red thumbnails? I had no idea. I'm like, if I see too much green, I go, oh, you know, this is kind of an independent thing. Let's make a red thumbnail. I don't really care about it. I just want to make it look pretty for you. Now look, people are going to bring out this FUD, and what I'm just showing you as eHEX goes down. eHEX pHEX ratio, they're going to bring out the eHEX FUD. Well, there's another ratio out there. Influencers, they look at my subs versus theirs. I know this all. I don't know why they're doing this. They just kill themselves. They're looking at my growth rate. They're like, how is this guy growing? It makes that sense. So it's not human. Of course, I'm not human, friends. I'm a literal peanut vein squirrel. Now, they're watching theirs slow down. So that if we were a ratio, right, if it would be dopamine dealer divided by your friend Somi, it would be crashing and cratering. So then they start trying to FUD me. They're like, well, you're FUDing right now. You know what I mean? That's basically what they're trying to do. Trying to engagement bait here and there. Like, yes. But all they're doing is they're basically shooting themselves in the foot. Because you and me, we have been training for this bull market. We're going to avoid all the traps. We're going to bink it. We're going to take the free money on the floor. This is, for example, wink, wink, friends. I'm not financial advice. I'm literally wearing fluffy slippers and sitting on a squeaky chair. But this would be, in my opinion, it would be free money. Now, I don't know how. See, if I draw these, I was like, oh, well, look, you don't go all in. But hey, if this happens, sweet. You know fair value 0.56. You get out here, you can get back out here. And you never know, man. After we clear that wall, this next level might be up like that. We might see that, friends. You might see the next level. We might see, okay, fair value's here in a bear market. We go down, and then we come back up. But then later on, eHEX just goes up. Like, what's going on here? That's what we might find. And it comes up naturally. So I'm just trying to outline these things to you. So it's a continuum, all right? I also want to show you some nice green. And by the way, let's pump some actual nice juicy music, friends, as well. What an absolute crank. It's wonderful, isn't it? Pulse, 15%, 18, 29%, 26%. You can see ink going up a lot. Okay, now I just want to show you something. Now, I had other stuff planned, friends. I'll put in another video just to show you some things to think about. But I'm going to give you one most important part now. It's about ratios. All right, now, ratios, if you know me, yes, I love doing it. Why? I like finding out relative value. Okay, I want to know. Right? If you plot me out like 40 years ago in a random country I can't speak the language of, how would you become rich? You can't speak the language, you don't know what's going on. Well, you've got to use ratios. You've got to track stuff like, okay, how much does, the price of a doctor cost? How much does a house cost in this unit? Okay, all right, well, what's this car worth or what's this unit worth? Okay, measure that relative to the price of the house, something that's constant, right? That's what you're basically doing. Oh, this can buy me like 0.2 houses. You're just doing ratios in your head. Right, that's US dollar. Everything's a ratio, friends. It's just that we think of the US dollar as some golden one unit thing when everything's a ratio. And on the topic of that, it's most important to explore the PulseChain ratio. So this is PulseChain. Now, if you just look at the actual inverse of those, this is going to be what I'm going to show you right now is HEX to Pulse. Okay, this is pHEX over Pulse. As you can see, it's down here. Now, many people believe this thing is going to mean revert. And look, maybe it does. Maybe it does mean revert. However, HEX being a cycle 2 coin, I've decided to obviously invert it. This is what I want to look at. I want to look at the layer 1 chain over that. And this is what I want to see. Now, this is the funny part. You get to see. I've just drawn these down. Here's the thing, right? When I made the rotations, it was down here. Literally the low. So you went up. You beat HEX by 132%. 2.3x. That is equivalent to a 7-year stake. So someone who had that amount of HEX, to get what you have in value, they have to stake it 7 years. You have made that in a few months. So congratulations on that portion. However, that opportunity's gone. It's gone. You see, you don't get to buy at this ratio anymore. You don't, okay? You don't get to buy. And you know how I know things are getting heated, friends? I'm getting personal messages from people. They want to do this ratio now. Oh, it's winning and it's working. Like, no. It's a moving target, Habib. You see, Mr. Market gives you cheap prices, fair prices, and expensive prices. You always got to be asking Mr. Market if he's a bear and he poops in the woods. Okay, if Mr. Market is a bear and he poops in the woods and he's giving you a very, very cheap price, you go, okay, sweet. You're a smelly bear. I'll take it off you. But if he's giving you median, fair value, middle, there's nothing to do with him, right? Just let him play around with himself, okay? Eating sandwiches and honey. How do we represent this in the chart, friends? So this is my ultimate rocket chart, but like let's do it from today. Let's do it from up here. From here to the rocket, that's only a plus 88% gain. But if it mean reverts down, you're down 50%. You see that? You're risking one. You're risking one. Look at that distance. Risking on the way. Down here, look what you're risking. You're risking literally this to make that. Look at that. That's crazy, right? Look at that distance. That's your edge. Woo! You are very, very, look at that. Huge, right? So you got in here. That's nuts. That's enormous. That's your risk. Look at your reward. See how big that is? Okay, now let's do this poopy one, okay? Here is, you go up here. That is where we are today, and this is your risk. You see how that's poop? This is the bad risk. That's your money up here, okay? So you see how that's skewed. And obviously, what do people do at the very, very tops? People are going to go buy this target for up here. So they're risking down here to literally make that. You see this? This is all your risk. What you want to do is obviously buy low, sell high. That's why literally, what I just shown you is literally the gospel of markets, right? Buy low, sell high. The problem is the FUD that comes along with it. Now, is Richard buying in an equal ratio? I think he is. I haven't really checked. Probably is. It's just equal everything. So this is my theory is that natural market forces over time, people buy cycle 1 coins. That's it. It's not me. I'm not forcing the market. I'm not even suggesting to people. You guys do that all on average. I observed it. I'm literally just an observer. I don't tell people to do anything. I'm just like, wow, have you guys noticed the pattern you guys do? Yes, when you wake up, you go to the bathroom. You take a wee-wee. When you're thirsty, you go to the fridge. Have you noticed that pattern? You're like, yes, wow, I noticed that pattern. Moo. Yeah, well, here's another pattern. Have you noticed you buy cycle 1 coins more than cycle 2 coins? Have you noticed that? So that on average, that's another thing, okay? That's what we have we're looking at here. Now, at some point, Pulse has probably gone up with PulseX heaps. Yeah, and then this thing comes down. How does it come down? Because we retrace because maybe people bought up Pulse too much, okay? Maybe there's... Look, you might see, for example, the 5-year stakers, friends, they come out here. Okay, so you never know, it might go up, might come down. All right, and then the 5-year stakers of HEX come out here, and then they're like dumping into the bull market. So this thing going up here into the bull market, this part, right? That part is, it would only go up. Why? Because HEX is weak. And that's why I'm just trying to imagine in my head, how could HEX be weak? We go, oh, okay, there's 5-year stakers coming out, and they're dumping the yield on average over time, you know, because I've been waiting 5 years and they've turned like peanuts into something big. So I'm just trying to conceptualize how could this ratio go up. But guess what? The reason how you guess it happens, it never works out. Usually your price is wrong and the reason's wrong. So you just got to watch the market quotes as they come. Speaking about market price quotes, so there's a Soyboy here. I don't know why this Soyboy said, just making up complete lies. You said we would only 3x. Now, friends, if you're watching my channel, so that's what people do. They try to engagement bait. They just try to say stuff. They hear from anybody. They're just going to these alleyways, drinking soy, hunching their backs. They're wearing brown, tarnished slippers. Okay, they don't have nice, fluffy Highland bull slippers like us. But I just want to show you this. See, this is the thing. People say, oh, you might be too bearish. Okay, yeah, I don't have a 1000x target. I think you're stupid if you have one. Yeah, I'm going to use the word stupid, so it might have a negative reaction. You think twice about what a 1000x target means for people who really believe in the system and who have 10 years plus worth of living expenses in Richard Hart, which they do. There are people with more than, say, 300 grand, 400 grand in the ecosystem. 100% there are. You know there are people with millions and millions, friends. So just have a think about your 1000x from here. Now, here's the thing. This Soyboy saying, you said we would only 3x. Now, why don't I even bother paying attention here? Look at the size of this little green weekly candle. See, one green weekly candle, and then look where the target is. Right, look at the target up here, the big fat green arrow. 3x is all the way up there. So this happens every coin. Bitcoin has a green weekly candle. All right, 280K is coming. 180K, 120K is coming, you know what I mean? Now actually it's 60K, right? So now let's see what the green weekly candles will do throughout this year. People will probably say, we're going to flip gold. So if we do it, we're going to flip gold because gold's like a 10x from here, okay? Happens everything. ETH goes up, ETH BTC is going to 0.1. All right, Chainlink goes up, we're going to $400 straight away. HEX goes up, okay, we're going to $2. One green weekly candle. It's the same thing as this, but just, friends, this is a reality of the situation is we still got to make these moves. I mean, I don't know what the hell everyone is looking at. You're looking at the same stuff as me. Yes, we are enjoying these, but there's a lot of catch-up. Pulse and PulseX are last place in the ROI. Now, last place to who? Yes, all the influencers, man. All the HEX streamers, all the influencers. Everybody loved to share the ROI comparison to Ethereum when it was unicorn, first narrative, and first cycle, and the blue chip. That's why Ethereum did a 4,500x from the launch, by the way. This actually went up 10,000x. No one went offside. No one. That's why you get that. So comparing to these, I think is only going to hurt you. All right, it's only going to hurt you because look, we've already seen a split in PulseChain community where I know, friends, I already tell who watches me and then who doesn't. Who learned from me, you're welcome, right? You're very, very welcome. People who bought in way more than they should have last year. The thought of a 30x, you're standing on your chair eating jelly beans naked. Literally naked, spitting on your chair all day. The thought of a 30x. Yet, the other people who don't watch from other communities, they say 30x is an embarrassment. It's a scam. Literally, I'm like, bro, on what planet is 30 times your money when you are invested 1 year of living expenses a scam? You know, 1 year of living expenses, friends, let's do the maths. 1 year invested times 30 means you don't have to work for 30 years because you clicked the right buttons on the internet and you listen to the right people. Do you know there are millions and millions of people out there, friends? They got to go out there, emergency section in the hospital. Doctors got to feel some guy's nuts. You know what I mean? Gynecologists don't know how that squirrel got in that girl's thing. You know what I mean? All this stuff that's a natural occurrence every day. Dr. Hexologist would have to give prostate exams. But now he's in the community. He's giving it to us. You see, this is 30 times. So you got to stop thinking about, wait. How sure am I of that? That's what you got to ask. How sure? Now, the thing is, you're never 100% sure, but I'll tell you right now, there are poop coins and lottery ticket coins. I can't give you like a 85% chance of that. I can't. I've got to give you more like 55. And I'm thinking, okay, do you want to risk like 1 whole year's of expenses on a coin flip? Do you want to risk that? I think there's way too much to risk. Or like 6 months of your living expenses. I don't think you want to risk that. But if it's like 80 to 90%, I think it's worth it. That's just me, okay? Maybe buy more than you can afford to lose. You end up making it, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, all. Don't forget to love to catch you soon.